The most confident man in the room is almost never the loudest one. He is the one who does not need anything from anyone, and it shows in how still he is. Real confidence is not a performance. It is the quiet that comes when you stop needing approval. Most men chase confidence in all the wrong places: the gym, the money, the applause. The Stoics found it in the one place no one can ever take it from you. By the end of this video, you will know how to build confidence that does not depend on anything outside you. There are 7 pillars that make a man genuinely unshakable. The 6th one is the one that separates real confidence from the fake kind almost everyone has. But first, you have to see why your confidence keeps collapsing. Here is the truth. Nobody tells you about confidence. The confidence you have been chasing is fragile by design. It depends on the win, the compliment, the number, the reaction. And all of those can be taken. So you build yourself up on Monday and collapse on Thursday when one thing goes wrong. That is not confidence. That is borrowed self-worth, and the loan can be called at any time. Real confidence is not the belief that you will always win. It is the quiet certainty that you will be fine either way. The Stoics built theirs on the one thing outside events could never touch: their own character. Build it there, and it stops rising and falling with your circumstances. The first pillar. Confidence is built by doing, never by thinking. You will not think your way into feeling confident. It has never once worked for anyone. The feeling of confidence is the reward for having acted, not the requirement to act. So you do the hard thing while still afraid, and the confidence arrives afterward. Every man you admire acted before he felt ready, because ready was never coming. The Stoics valued action over feeling, always. Waiting to feel confident before you act is how a man stays small for 40 years. Act first. The confidence is on the other side of the action, not before it. The second pillar. Confidence is just self-trust, stacked over time. Every time you say you will do something and then do it, you cast a vote that your word is real. Every time you break your own word, you quietly teach yourself that you cannot be relied on. Do that enough, and you stop believing anything you tell yourself. That is where low confidence actually comes from. Not failure, but self-betrayal. The Stoics prized a man being true to his own word above almost everything. So start small and keep the promise, then keep the next one. A man who trusts himself walks differently, and everyone can see it. The third pillar. Stake your confidence on your effort, not the result. If your confidence depends on things going well, you have built it on sand. Outcomes are never fully yours. Other people, luck, and timing all get a vote. But your effort, your standard, your conduct, those are entirely yours. The Stoics focused only on what was theirs to control, and let the results land where they may. So you measure yourself by whether you showed up fully, not by whether you won. A man who judges himself on effort is confident even in defeat. Detach from the outcome, and no single result can shake you again. If this is landing, let me say one thing directly. If you are done faking a confidence that collapses under pressure, subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it is how this reaches the men who need it. Then come back, because the next pillar is the one that separates real confidence from fake. The fourth pillar. The instant you need their approval, you have given them control. A man whose confidence depends on being liked can be deflated by a single cold look. You handed the keys to your self-worth to people who barely think about you. The Stoics kept their own verdict on themselves and did not put it up for a vote. So you decide what you think of yourself based on your own standards, and you hold that. Praise is pleasant, but it does not raise you. Criticism stings, but it does not lower you. When your worth is set from the inside, no one outside can move it. Stop outsourcing the one judgment that was only ever yours to make. Now here is the pillar that separates the real from the fake. The fifth pillar. Become genuinely competent at something hard. The fastest fake confidence comes from hype. The deepest real confidence comes from proof. When you have actually done the difficult thing over and over, you no longer need to believe in yourself. You simply know because you have the evidence. The Stoics respected mastery, the slow-earned kind that cannot be faked. So pick a hard skill and get genuinely good at it over months and years. Competence is confidence you cannot talk yourself out of because you built it with your own hands. Real confidence is just memory. The memory of every hard thing you already survived and mastered. The sixth pillar. Walk toward the thing that scares you, deliberately. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the record of having acted despite it. Every time you avoid the scary thing, you teach yourself that you cannot handle it. Every time you face it, the fear shrinks and your confidence grows in its place. The Stoics trained themselves against discomfort on purpose, so nothing could ambush them. So you make a habit of doing the thing you would rather avoid. The call, the room, the risk. Fear avoided grows. Fear faced starves. Confidence is built one uncomfortable, chosen action at a time. The seventh pillar. Remember your own record. You are, right now, someone who has survived every single worst day of your life. Every fear that once felt like the end, you walked through. Every one. The evidence that you can handle hard things is your entire history, and you keep forgetting it. The Stoics reflected on what they had already endured, and drew strength from it. So when the next hard thing comes and the doubt whispers you cannot, look at your record. You have a perfect track record of surviving. It is 100%. Confidence is not a hope about the future. It is a fact about your past. Here is what nobody tells you about waiting to feel confident. The feeling will not arrive first. It never has for anyone. And every year you wait for it, life quietly passes the men who acted while afraid. Confidence is not a gift some men are born with. It is a structure a man builds deliberately. You do not find confidence, you earn it, one kept promise and one faced fear at a time. So remember the 7. Act before you feel it. Keep your word. Detach from outcomes. Own your worth. Build real competence. Face the fear on purpose. And remember you have survived everything so far. Do that, and confidence stops being a mood that comes and goes. It becomes a foundation, and a man standing on it does not need anyone's permission to feel like himself. If this gave you even one honest push, subscribing is how you say, make more. I make these for the man who is done faking it and ready to actually build it. Build your confidence from the inside, and no one outside will ever be able to shake it again. I will see you in the next one.